So, instead of following the atomic, well, whatever the fuck it was, listening to the siren, the family assumed it was another drill. Ted, on the other hand, decided, holy shit, the world's ending. Threw all of his shit into the shelter, told them to follow him, and they didn't. Well, look who's surviving now.
Yep, that's what happened. Alright. When fire rains down from the sky, every man for himself. Our shelves are full of cans. We'll eat from cans, sleep on cans. We'll even talk to cans. Some of us already do. Some of us? There's only you, Ted. Plenty of water.
He's talking about the radio.
Oh, okay. Wouldn't it be fantastic if we could just get out and leave? No, it would not be fantastic. Day
Insanity.
2.
Insanity.
And stubbles. So we're really moving on quick here. Still, it's better to be safe down here than dead up there. Oh, I don't have the Boy Scout handbook, so I can't feed him once every 5 days. Time to ration supplies. We're just gonna go every 4 days? Let's try that. I've been wondering what happened to Uncle Brian. Should we have, okay, whatever. We don't have the Boy Scout handbook, so it doesn't even matter. Day 3.
There's a small chance you may get a knock on the door.
Who's gonna be knocking at the door? And so we are left with no photos, no news, and no happy thoughts. The world is too cruel. Well, what's that sound? A galloping horse. We rush to the door.
Yeah, so let them see the map.
Okay. Here you go. You can have a look at the map. Don't burn it. Day 4. What did we get out of that?
An axe.
Oh. So we did. I was like looking at the food. Like, did we get any more food?
Did they take food?
We are clearly crazy but harmless, or they were clearly crazy but harmless, so we fulfilled their request, and it's worth it. They turned out to be very generous and gave us an axe. They claimed it was a magical battle axe. Oh, okay, it's magical. But to us, it just looks like a regular one. Whatever, as long as the blade is sharp. Alright, Ted, you can have food and water. You're not going outside. We might be safe inside these walls. There's another problem, considering none of us can sleep. You don't need sleep. Day
You
5.
have food and water for it. Oh god. Even the puppet is tired.
You need sleep? No. Instantly tired. Bravely ignoring our symptoms, we tried to get at least 1 hour or 2 of sleep. No luck. We're even more tired than we were, and there's another problem we will need to face soon. Let's just hope our yawning will be enough to scare raiders away or save us from the radiation sickness. Well, James, how long do you think we're gonna last?
Ooh, what do you want to save? I vote radio.
But see, if we get the dog, which the dog is the only way we're going to survive,
Yeah.
the map
Go
will
with
help.
Map then. Be cut off from the world.
Oh well. His insanity is just gonna kill him even sooner. Hopefully, let's get that dog soon. Oh look, he's back to his normal self. Day 6. Before any of the streams squirting from the walls hit our map, we tore it down. It was the only thing to not get wet during our little flood. After the water level had dropped, we started cleaning up. We might not finish before the next apocalypse hits. -1 radio. Day 7. We can take care of ourselves. Damn right you can, Ted. You're the man. We're not alone. There's a huge hairy bunny beast that seems to be hiding in one of the pipes. It's been poking its head.
Chase it around with an axe.
Okay. It's been poking its head out, eyeing our messy food stash. We can't let it get to it. We can't let it be. Okay. Can we have rabbit stew? Our cans are saved. Too bad for the hairy mutant. I guess we're still on top of the food chain. Good for us. Don't worry, Ted. You're getting food and water today. Trash cans of ours getting disgusting. The good news is we don't have much of an appetite when we see it, so we're saving some food. Yet, for some reason, we would like it to tidy this mess up. Those giant green cockroaches are pretty good motivation. Yes, use the bug spray on the cockroaches.
I'm surprised Ted doesn't want to just keep them as friends.
Right? We dodged a bullet this time. That is if a bullet was huge, hairy, and had 8 legs and a glowing head. Hopefully, we won't have to deal with them again.
8 legs?
I guess they had 8 legs. A group of people dressed in green pajamas knocking on our hatch is not something we had anticipated, yet it is exactly what happened. Furthermore, they insist in merry men wish to take from the rich and give to the poor. We're pretty poor, so maybe we can make some new friends. Should we let them in? No.
We are poor, though, aren't we?
No, the last time we did this, they took all of our stuff, even though we didn't have anything to begin with. So we're not letting them in. Day 10. Everything looks the same. We didn't answer those peculiar calls and kept our door locked until the noises outside faded away. We're not exactly sure what those people... Wait, we're not exactly sure we want those people to come back. They sounded harmless enough. But can harmless people be trusted in these troubling times? They might be worse than those who don't seem harmless at all. As long as we have food and water, we can stay locked in. Blah blah blah. We don't have a radio anyways. Day 11. I need that puppy to come here soon. If there's one thing we need to do, it's use a radio on a regular basis to catch any emergency broadcast that might be transmitted in our area. It's either that or it's strolling around outside waiting to get picked up. The first option sounds a bit more sane. Ted, you're insane. You don't know how to judge things right. We know very little about what's going on outside. It'd be a good idea to find more, maybe discover anyone else safe. We don't have a radio. Should have listened to James. Got like 2 radio things in a row, and James like, save the radio. And I'm like, nah, we don't need a radio.
Josh is sitting there, save the map, save the map, save the map.
Well, yeah, if the dog comes, he's gonna be like, hey, I found something, bark bark, come follow me, bark bark, and we're gonna have to take a nap.
Axe is also an acceptable thing of that encounter.
We closed off a tiny shelter, and our supplies are very limited. If we want to survive, it's time for desperate measures. We know there's a group of elderly people hiding in the ruins of a local retirement home. They must have some supplies. No.
I think the second you leave that door, you can't get back in.
Yeah. I think if we leave, it's gonna be game over. Day 13. We're no bandits. Sure, we need supplies, but not at the cost of others. We won't bother those people. A man who takes canned tomato soup from another is not worthy to taste that soup. Let's just hope that everybody else out there is as decent as our family. You mean you, Ted? There's only you. Oh, you need food and water. I missed the other day.
Don't question his logic.
We decided to pick it aside.
Yes, flashlight.
Dog.
Flashlight.
Yes. Doggy! Woof woof! I need you. You are my saving grace.
It won't help until you can get the dog in here.
I know. We decided to check what's coming for us with our flashlight. Guess what? It was a dog. The poor thing seemed tired, so we let it stay with us for the night. The next morning, we opened the door and let it out. It still hasn't returned. Hopefully, it will come back later. So I think we can go 5 days without food, because I missed a day and he seemed to be okay. I need dog to come back. Day 18. If there's one thing we need to do, it's use a radio on a regular basis to catch any emergency broadcasts that might be transmitted in our area. It's either that or still strolling around outside waiting to get picked up. The first option sounds a bit more sane. Oh wait, no, you need food and water today. Scratching on the door can only mean one thing. Our dog friend is back. We raced to open the door, not considering it might have been a mutant beast, but luckily smiled at us. The furry yellow seemed really tired and hungry. Should we feed him? Yes. Day 19. The dog was back to its former self under an hour. We don't know what they put in that soup, but man, that stuff is good. We decided the dog needed a name, and the right name for him was Pancake. Come here, Pancake. Who's that good boy? Pancake stayed around for a while, but was gone the next morning. We can bet he will be back. Let's hope so. Day 25. If there's one thing we need to do, it's to use a radio on a regular basis to catch an emergency broadcast that might be transmitted in our area. It's either that or it's scrolling around outside waiting to get picked up. The first option sounds a bit more sane. Hey, it's Pancake. Our friend is back, but he seems very nervous and he keeps barking and jumping. When we opened the door, he rushed out only to come back a moment later and bark.
Might as well use the ox, man.
Okay. Day 26. A man with an axe is forced to be reckoned with. Those two thugs we ran into while following Pancake learned this the hard way. Pancake is a real hero too. He chased them off and nearly made one of them leave their trousers behind. Not that anyone wanted them. Yuck. Who would have guessed those two have respectable stash of water? Forget the trousers they left behind, and they left a liquid fortune behind, plus 4 water. But we don't need water, we need food. We have only a couple days left. Nobody's going outside. They're doing whatever that was. Nobody's getting sick. Not happening. We might be missing out, but we decided against following the pointers drawn on the wall. Maybe someone else will be bold enough to try.
Wait a second. Doesn't Pancake come back and need the med kit?
Maybe. Let's hope not. Fire axe for med kit. Yes.
No, med kit for fire axe.
Oh. He offers map for flashlight.
No, wait. Actually, yeah, med kit for fire axe.
Yeah, he offers med kit for fire axe. And what do you know? We're gonna need that for Pancake because he's gonna come back hurt. Day 28.
Perfect.
Yep. The weird man tried to make us buy fried cockroaches on a stick covered in some mysterious sauce. These snacks looked pretty disgusting, so we turned them down. But we bought something else from him. He looked a bit disappointed. Plus 1 medkit, minus 5 tracks. Day is 28. So no, we don't need to feed you. We need to feed you on the 26th. We need to feed you on the 30th. Day 29. We can't take care of ourselves. Ted needs to water to survive. Yeah, but not till tomorrow. It's horrible to see a friend in pain, but we saw Pancake whimpering at our doorstep. It was too much. Some bastard shot him. He's lost a lot of blood. Our hope is to patch him and hope for the best. Grab a medkit. Yes, definitely. Day 30. You're not insane
see
anymore,
what I mean?
Ted. Awesome. Alright.
Ted put his sock back on.
Then we're going to end this episode here because we've got the dog, we've got Pancake, we're not insane anymore, we're doing not good because we don't have any food. We are on our last can of food. Pancake needs to go out and get us some food. So hopefully in the next episode we'll get some food, and you guys will figure out what happens to the new dynamic duo. So I will see you guys in the next episode of 60 Seconds. Bye!